Hey there, what's happening? This is Eric Duncanson, and I'm coming at you from my home office in beautiful Marietta, Georgia. First of all, I want to thank you for hopping on my YouTube video. My wife Victoria and I, we are known as the LAPTOP-PRENEURS, and our passion is to help you to make money online, and that is from anywhere in the world, so long as you have a laptop and a Wi-Fi connection. So by the way, if you like the information I'm providing in this video, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Become part of our awesome tribe. So excited to talk about the topic for today's video. You definitely want to take out a pad and a pen so you can take good notes, because this is all about leveraging sales techniques to increase your online sales. Again, leveraging sales techniques to increase your online sales. And so what we're going to do, we're going to talk about 5 techniques you can use to help you to leverage and increase those online sales. So here's the thing, a lot of people make the assumption when they go into online marketing that everything is done on total, complete autopilot. But there is part of the process that you can leverage by having that person-to-person contact. Really, there's no replacement for person-to-person contact. Whether you're using the internet, a phone, if you're using the internet in terms of having a video chat, or if you're using Messenger, or if you're using a telephone, there's something about a person talking to a real person that increases that know, like, and trust factor. And as you probably know, those are the main factors that get people to make that final decision of making that purchase, right? And so really, when you can insert yourself into the equation, that's going to help you to leverage to get more sales. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people have problems when it comes to closing the sale. There are a lot of people that are actually maybe good at getting that conversation going, but they simply do not know what to do to get that client to pull that trigger and close that sale. And so we're going to again talk about 5 closes. Now the first one, you may have heard this one before. This is kind of standard when it comes to network marketing, but I'm going to talk about it and why it's important and why it's very effective. And you know, after they view the presentation, now here's the thing. If they haven't viewed the presentation yet, you definitely do not want to try to close them, right? That is really premature. So first, you have to determine whether or not they watched your presentation, or whether you gave them a presentation or not. You know, maybe you sent them away and they said, well, I'll watch it tonight, and you contact them the next day and they still haven't watched the presentation. And so your response is going to say, okay, great. Well, let's talk after you watch the presentation, because your time is valuable too. So why would you waste your time on someone who hasn't invested 20 to 30 minutes to watch a presentation, right? Makes sense? So you don't really want to get into the closing stage until they have watched your presentation, right? So after they've watched the presentation, your key question, and again, closing involves asking the right questions. Your key question is, what did you like most about what you saw or what you heard? You know, what did you like most about it? Now, here's the thing. Here's definitely what you do not say. You do not say, what did you think about it? Don't say that. Don't say that, because that is closing the door on your close. You want to open the door. You don't want to close the door, because when you ask people, what did you think about that? In their mind, they're trying to think about what is wrong with it. You know, that is the wrong question. And it's directing people in the wrong direction. You don't want to direct people to think about what they didn't like. You want them to think about what did they like most. And that's the best way to start a conversation that ultimately is going to lead to a purchase of some kind. So that's number 1. What did you like most? Now, number 2 is called the thermometer close. And you may actually have heard of this, maybe not the name so much, but you may have heard of it. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being most ready, how ready are you to get started? Or how ready are you to become a team member? Or how ready are you to join our awesome business? Or how ready are you to make the purchase? So that's basically the format or the formula on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being most ready, most excited, most whatever. How ready are you? That's going to give you a good assessment of where they are. If they say 10, let's go ahead and take them to the sign up page and let's go ahead and get them signed up. You want to keep them on there. You want to walk them through the sign up. Do not disengage. Do not say, hey, okay, great, you're signing up. Okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Don't do that. No, you keep them on there and walk them through. So they say 10, hey, great, let's go ahead. Are you at your computer now? Let's go ahead and walk through and let's go ahead and get you started, right? Now, if they're anything less than 10, what additional information do I need to give you to make you a 10, right? What do you need to know? What additional information do you need? Or what is it going to take to make you a 10? So that way it'll identify their objections, what is actually holding them back. So that's going to give you something to work with, right? Now, number 3 is what we call the double barrel close. Double barrel. Yeah, the double barrel close. Are you leaning more towards this option or this option? Double barreled. See, because people are more likely to make a decision when you give them an option, especially 2 options. You know, it's like a child, you're trying to get the child ready for school. Okay, do you want to wear the red shirt or the striped blue shirt, right? So you're giving people an option, they're more likely to make the decision, right? So are you leaning more towards saving money or earning additional income? That's a good way to do it. It's a double barrel close. And again, it's going to let you know, it's going to give you important information. It may not close them at that point in time, but you'll have additional information to work with. That's why asking questions is so important, and it's also very important to listen. You need to be a good listener. That is going to help you progress to the next step. Now, number 4 is the time or money close. The time or money close. So the time or money. So it's a kind of how much type of question. In other words, if you determine that what they're looking for ultimately is to make more money, all right, well, how much money would you need to make on a daily basis, on a monthly basis, on a weekly basis? How much additional money are you trying to earn? And then when you find an amount, what could that do for you? Right? What would happen if you couldn't make that additional money? So you're getting down, you're diving deep down to understanding what their actual needs are. If it's time, how much additional time do you need? You know, their job is just driving them crazy. They're pulling their hair out. Well, you know, if we could replace that job, what additional time would you need and what would you need it for? Is that time to see your children's soccer game, right? Is that time to just spend time by yourself? Maybe you like to go fishing. What is it that you like to do? Again, every person is an individual. You don't want to lump a person's individual needs with the group or with the mass of needs. You want to understand a particular individual. So you have to do a deep dive. The way you do a deep dive is by asking questions, right? And then so finally, number 5, after you determine what their particular problem is, what you can do is if I would close. This is called the if I would close. Now the way that works is if I would, for example, let's say, for example, their main issue is having the right level of support to help them out, right? So they've been involved with network marketing before and their upline has always kind of left them stranded and never really helped them, right? So if I would type of close would be something like, well, if I would make sure that you have the right resources, the right support, the right community, the right training, the right one-on-one coaching to help you, support you, to get you to where you want to be, would that be the type of environment that could help you to be successful, right? If I attached you to the right team to help you be successful, is that something that could help you make a decision? And if the answer is definitely yes, then you could say something like, well, what would stop you from getting started right now? Now that's a powerful question. That's a potent question, right? What would stop you from getting started right now? That is going to uncover the key issue that's holding them back. And then you could say something like, once you find out what that particular issue is, then you can really go in for the kill and say, okay, so now that you know what that particular issue is, if I could show you a way to get around that particular issue, whatever that issue is, are you ready to get started today? Again, what you're doing is you're narrowing down on what the key issue is. You get narrower. Ask questions to get narrower, ask questions to get narrower, ask questions to get narrower. And then, if I could show you a way to get around whatever that particular issue is, are you ready to get started today? Boom. And then if they say yes, great. You show them a way to get around that particular issue today. Are you at a computer right now? Okay, let's go ahead and get you going. Boom. Hopefully you found that helpful. If you did find that information helpful, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, become part of our awesome tribe. And by the way, my wife and I, we literally struggled in online marketing till we found a system that does 95% of the work for you. And they show you how to do the 5% through excellent coaching, training, mentorship, and a great community. If you'd like some additional information about that, go down to the description, click the link that says the #1 system for making money online. That's the #1 system for making money online. Click the link that will take you to a free 7-day trial. What have you got to lose? Test it out, do a test drive and see if it is the perfect system for you. And so with that, this is Eric Duncanson saying, hope you're having a great day. If not, let's definitely make it a great one.